Good evening everybody, and this is the last one I'm going to put up for this weekend, ending on the 10th of June 2018. I thought I'd show you a quick video on how I pot on, and these little pots are far too small for these ever increasingly in size plants, which I'm going to talk you through in a second or two. But there's one I made earlier. I did that one last night, and I did do a short video on it, but it was corrupted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we get those little ones into the big ones. Okay, now these little ones are various varieties, as you can see. Now that one is a jalapeno, spicy hot jalapeno Mexican chili. There is a capsicum, which is a sweet pepper. Next to him we have the money maker aubergine or eggplant for you American. And another aubergine next to him. And next to him we have a yellow courgette. And then there are three in a line there of standard courgettes, because we like courgettes. When you make vegetable lasagna, courgettes and aubergine are always good in there, a bit of pepper. And on the very end we've got that guy who is a hot Thai dragon chili, red chili pepper. Now into these pots at the back we have the tall cut flower pot from Asda, which stands at 14 inches. Next to that one there is a 12-inch one, and then there is a 9-inch one next to that. They're all around about 10 inches, although I think that one's about 11 inches in breadth across the top. And that's what we're going to be using as the container. Now the growing medium that we're going to be using, we're going to be using plenty of this, which is the multi-purpose Molly's Erin compost. Now I'll probably get through about a bag and a half of that on the 9 or 10 pots that we're going to be doing. How many are there actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. So, because we did that one yesterday, because that was getting to be a right big boy and he needed to go in a pot. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. There'll be some pauses and sort of cut scenes. So if you can just bear with me on that. Obviously don't have the editing equipment at the moment, or a tripod or anything like that at the minute. So yeah, just bear with me please, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, see you shortly. Now I've decided to show you actually one of the aubergines that I'm going to be potting on, which is going to be him over there, and he or she shall be going in there. So we're up to about 6 inches away from the top there, and I'm just showing you what I've actually put into that. In there is a lot of that Molly's. There are 3 good sized handfuls of the fish and bone, blood fish and bone, which is the Westland stuff, which I got very cheaply actually. I think that was about, I think they were 3 for a tenner in at the beginning of January this year at B&Q. They were sort of clearing the shelves off, and they were 3 for a tenner, and they're large those as well, the 7 kilo ones. So there's 3 good handfuls of blood fish and bone in there, and there'll be another good handful going in when I top it off in a bit. And also in there's plenty of poo, chicken poo that is. Now don't worry boys and girls, there's always lots and lots of poo on this show, so you're not going to run out of poo. That's just the end of the bag of the chicken poo, and that's organic chicken manure in pellets form. I will wash my hands later, but I'll show you a little piece of it. Okay, that's what it looks like. And it's essentially chicken poo that's compressed and forced through an extruder, and it forms these little pellets. And it's from organic chickens apparently, that one. And also in there's a good shake. Now in that one I just put like a handful in there. So it's a handful of that, 3 handfuls of that, and then a good shake of Gromo, which is the Asda's own Gromo. And I think that was about £3, something like that for that, or £2. In fact it wasn't, it was about £1.70 I think that, from Asda. So there's a good shake of that. Probably a small handful of that that's got into there as well as the Molly's multi-purpose compost. Okay. Now I've just put another 3 inches worth of the compost into there, and I have put a little bit more feed in with it, but just the bloodfish and bone. I've not put a lot in though, because you want the roots to come out from this little baby and to seek out the feed. Now there's more feed further down, so as the plant grows and needs more feed and starts to set its fruit and things like that, it's going to need more nutrition as it does that. It's going to need more nitrogen, etc. as it does that. So further down is more feed. So as the roots grow, they get more feed. The plant, hopefully, fingers crossed, will like that, and it will grow into a great big monstrous plant with about 50 aubergines on it. And if it does, I will cry tears of joy. But what we do there is I've just wet the top of it as well, just dampened down the top of it before putting our little plant in. But we don't just put the little plant in like that. No, we don't do that. We just do this. And we pop his little former home in there. And I'll show you what we do next. Okay? So for the last few inches, there's practically no feed at all in there, but I have sprinkled some grow more on the top, which will break down and soak down into the soil. So there's probably the last 3 inches, I haven't put anything in there in the way of feed for them. So there isn't any bloodfish and bone, there isn't any chicken poo, and there isn't, well, there is a bit of grow more, but only like a tablespoonful on the top, sprinkled on the top. Now what we do, by the power of Grayskull, is we take him out, like that. Bearing in mind that underneath there it's all damp, yeah? In the hole, it's all very damp. Because you want the roots to go that way, and then eventually spread that way. After a couple of days, start spreading the way out that way. So I'm just going to take this out now, and watch this, boys and girls, as if by magic. I gently lift the little baby. And I will put the little baby neatly into there. And as you can see, we have this left behind. Okay, so we nip out the little ones at the bottom, because they aren't going to do very much at all, apart from being in the way. We'll nip those out at the bottom, and then we will sprinkle, like a little fairy sprinkling his fairy dust. Like so, and like so, and spread this like so. Just so. Very calming, very therapeutic in its own little way. There you are, my darling, my little aubergine darling. How will we know that you're an aubergine? That is how we will know that you're an aubergine. And a money maker, so make me some money. Right. Not that I'm selling any of this stuff at all. We're going to be eating it. Okay. But yeah, that's how you do it. Well, that's how I do it. That's how I was told to do it. And I was told to sort of variegate the feed, so having more down below, less, practically none, top it off. And that will be topped off to the brim shortly with even more compost. And in fact, let's show the whole process. Okay? You don't need to watch there. Okay? All topped off. Named. I named the aubergine moneymaker, you bloody vegetable, you. And the cane is in, so that hopefully he will grow up the cane. Now that's a 3-foot cane, or a 1 metre length cane. So it'll be about 3 foot 3 inches in old manner. 14-inch pot. Free. Courtesy of the Walmart family. And it will climb up there, and when it gets to the top of there, I'll find another way, because that's going into the greenhouse, so that'll be run probably off strings, and hopefully it'll follow strings and other devices as they go up to the top. It's got a zip tie on it. As it goes up there, it'll probably have another zip tie here, and then maybe at the right, quite close to the top there, and then the other system I shall introduce will continue the process. But I don't think they get massively big, these. I'm not sure, but there's one little aubergine flower there. It's ready to burst forth with its fruit. And that'll be pollinated by the insects and create the beautiful shiny black aubergine, or eggplant, as you see below. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm trying to show that I'm quite posh, really. I don't really come from Wigan, I come from Harrogate. I was schooled at Eton, which is a complete lie. Alright, hope you enjoyed that. That's how you do it. I'm going to carry on doing these before the sun finally sets, and there's a beautiful, beautiful sky once more, smiling down upon God's kingdom of Eden. And thank you very much. If you like what we're doing, again, please comment, like, subscribe, and ring our bell, and we'll love you forever. Ask the ones that already do. We comment. We speak to them. We converse. We have good times. They're all top bananas. We're all top bananas. Anybody that's doing any growing is doing a good job, whatever it might be. Okay? So big thumbs up from Daddy Farmer, and have a wonderful working week. Don't work too hard, and we'll see you through the week, and again for our specials on the weekend. Bye-bye.